How many of you have played with toy guns and knives and swords when you were little? Acting out mock battles with your friends, doing sword fights with sticks, pretending that you were knights, warriors of great renown. I too had a lot of experiences playing with that kind of toys when I was little. However, in my case, it's quite probably because my violent streak went really deep. My father was a violent person, and his father before him was even more so. So, being blind and constantly being pressured to prove myself in school, in other activities, I had this drive in me to triumph, to conquer. I had this meanness, I had this streak of meanness in me even when I was just a child. One day, I had some little friends over at uh, to my house. I guess I was all but 6 years old. And of course, like kids, we messed around with toys and watched cartoons, and then we decided to reenact the cartoon. It was a particularly violent cartoon, something I can't really remember what it was, something with martial artists, good martial artists fighting bad martial artists, that kind of stuff. So I volunteered to be the bad guy, and not because I couldn't get the good guy's role, but I always enjoy being the bad guy. Because being a bad guy, you don't have to pretend to be good. You can just be bad, which was really easy for me. Even this day, even later, when I got into stage plays, I always prefer to be the bad guy. I guess it's just more in tune with my nature in some way. So anyway, getting off topic here, we decided to reenact the cartoon. So we got out my collection of toy swords, plastic swords, rubber swords, wooden swords, all kind of imitated weapons, and we armed ourselves and had a great mock battle all throughout the house. And while the other children were playing to win, they were playing to vanquish me, I was playing to injure. I didn't care about winning. I didn't care about, hurting or whatever. As soon as we started messing around with swords and we started to clash blades, this meanness in me came out. I wanted to hurt them. I wanted to prove to them that even though I was blind, I wasn't going to lose to them. I wanted them down on the floor crying. And I did. Next day I came home from school. All my swords and weapons were gone. My nanny, Miru, she threw out every single weapon-like toy I had because I totally freaked her out with how I acted with other kids. And from that day on, I was she forbid me to buy any toy sword, any toy gun. She even forbade my mother getting me any of those things. She was my nanny. She was hired by my parents to be there, to educate me, to take care of me, to cook, to wash, to read to me before bed, to dress me when I get up and take me to school and pick me up afterward. She was the mother that my mother never was. So did Meru succeed in curbing my bloodlust? I think she did. I think if she allowed me to continue down that course, continue to play with weapons and continue to hurt my childhood friends, I think I would turn out to be an even worse person than I turn out to be.